Yo guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best Warlock build. This Warlock build is great for endgame activities such as raids, nightfalls, GMs, anything along the lines of that. Before we get into today's video, if you can hit that like button, subscribe, that'd be greatly helpful, and get us closer to that 20k mark. I also have a Discord. If you want to join, it will be located in the description below. Anyone is welcome to join. It's very helpful. We have lots of things to do. Anyways, let's get right in today's video. Okay. Now, most of this build is going to be something along the lines of preference for weapons. We're going to be using the Nova Bomb Vortex. Now, what this does is it makes the Nova Bomb last for long periods of time. This is really helpful. And then you're going to want to go with the Healing Rift. The reason why is because it's going to help you keep up your health, regeneration. If you have really bad resilience, you're going to want a Healing Rift. Now, for Jump Burst Glide, I mean, it's preference again, but I prefer Burst Glide. For melee, you're going to want to use the Pocket Singularity ability. This right here, I mean, it's the only ability you can use, but it's just, just use it. For Grenade, Vortex Grenade. You can use the Scatter Grenade if you want, or even the, if I'm not wrong, yeah, Scatter Grenade. I personally use Vortex Grenade just for this build, but again, feel free to do whatever you want. Now, for aspects, you're going to want Feed the Void. Defeating a target with a Void ability activates Devour. While Devour is active, Final Blows restore health and extend Devour. This is going to help you chain Devour if you're running low resilience. For the next aspect, you're going to want Chaos Accelerant. Press Q to hold to overcharge your grenade, making deadlier and more efficient. This is going to synergize with our exotic, which you'll see later on in today's video. Now, for that fragments, you're going to want to use Echo Obscurity if you want. This gives you 10 recovery. Finish your Final Blows, grant invisibility. For the next one, you're going to want Echo of Explosion. Void ability, Final Blows, cause targets to explode. This will chain, elements and stuff like that. Now, the next aspect that you're going to want to run is really going to be preference here. You could do this, but this is not gonna pair with your grenade very well. So however, I do feel like you should use this one right here, the Echo of Instability. Defeating targets with grenades and grants violet rounds with your void weapon, so this is gonna help if you're using a void weapon. Now, this is all for the aspects and fragments. Make sure you have a void gun. I'm using Funnel Web. If you do not have a funnel web, you can go get this from Banji. It's a completely random drop, but it's super easy to get. I have a pulse monitor, airline junkie, flared magwell, small board, master stability, boss spec, roll. For my secondary, I'm going to be using Galahorn. You can use Typhon if you want. I just like Galahorn just for preference reasons, but it's all personal if you guys want personal preference again. Now, for your primary, I have Isolina on. The only reason is because it has Headstone, which is good for, really light work enemies. Obviously, it's not super ideal and, important. I don't personally advise you to use it if you don't have Headstone, but again, there's better options. You could use a GL. A few of the great GLs that you guys can actually use is something along the lines of an Ignition's Code, Partner Dust, as well as, I believe you can also use this, but it's really hard to get right now, because you can't get it. You can also use this one. All, the gels with blinding grenades work very good. For mods and stuff, try and run high result. I do not play Warlock, guys. I really don't, and I got requests to do a Warlock build video. So, I'm trying to make you guys happy. I did some research into builds and stuff that work really well. So, here I am. Ideally for this build, run 10 Discipline and 10 Resilience. And possibly 10 Recovery. If you can trip load all three of these stats right here, this right here is going to get you the good stuff that you want. The reason why is because Recovery is going to help you keep that chaining with Devour. Discipline is good to chain with the Controverse Hold. Resilience gives you a 50% damage reduction in PvE, so this is really helpful. Anyways, for mods and aspects where I'm not using a heavy, if you guys go into your helmet, I'm going to be using something along the lines of Power Preservation. Your super Final Blows create extra orbs of power for your allies, or you can actually swipe on Rapid Stasis Weapon Final Blows create an orb of power. This will help you chain, where I'm using Isolina. And then I'm going to be using rocket launcher ammo finder. For my gauntlets, I'm going to take off all these mods right here because I will not be using them. And there's no reason. Now, ideally, you could run rocket launcher loader, but it's not really that crucial and important, to be 100% honest with you. You're better off putting your work into a charge with light build, to be 100% honest with you guys, like elemental ordnance or anything along the lines of that. Defeating a combatant with your grenade spawns an element well that matches your subclass energy type. This will give you a damage buff. This works really well. Now, you can actually put on momentum transfer. This will help you chain your melee ability, which will keep Devour up. And then for your chest plate, you can, obviously take off anything that you're not using. I hate the fact that, I have to switch all these mods and stuff a lot, which is really annoying, but oh well. Make sure you have rocket launcher reserves on if you're using a rocket launcher. Same with linears. For mods, you can ideally play around with a lot of things here. Elemental ordnance won't stack. However, shield crash well maker, breaking a combatant shield with a matching weapon type creates an elemental well. This will help you keep up elemental wells really well. For boots, I have powerful friends on. I don't need that. I can take that off and put something else on that's going to be useful. Watch with the light, defeating combatants with melee damage and sword spawns 1 overpower. This will give you charge with light and give you a damage buff. Now, the way we actually get this damage buff to work is we have to put on a certain charge, not a certain charge. We got to put on a certain mod. This mod is going to be a mod called Taking Charge, or High Energy Fire. This will make sure that we get the debuff, which works really well, and then have Outreach on. In this case for me, I can lower my refill here and just put on double Outreach, help chain my melee ability. Now, obviously I'm 1567 right now, ignore that. Now, if I tab and go into what I'm currently in right now, guys, I am in the Kingsfall Raid, which is 1550 light. So, I mean, it's endgame content. Obviously, it's not like Grandmaster Nightfalls and stuff like that. However, if I pick this up, start it, and get the ads to spawn in, right? The ads will spawn in, and you guys will get a primary example of how this build completely works. And this is really important, but I overcharge my nade, throw it, and now I have Devour procs. So this is a really good Devour build, and paired with Elemental Wells, works absolutely fabulous. I just died. I'm honestly just an NPC at this point, guys. We're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna act like y'all just didn't see that or anything along the lines of that, okay? We're gonna act like I just showed off this build right now. But yeah, now if I kill this, it's super crucial though that you use this build properly with Devour. Now if I actually kill these ads right here, get them super weak, throw my nade, there we go. Now see how I have Devour and Violet rounds? This is giving my funnel web a damage buff, and look how much super energy I'm getting when I pick up these Violet rounds. Look at that, boom, Violet rounds. So this is really crucial for this build, and in my opinion is S tier when you guys really do think about it. These ads are honestly so annoying, but this is endgame content. Obviously you're not gonna rock endgame content, you're not just gonna rock a hand cannon and just play PvP and PvE. So of course guys, play around with this build. I'm sure you guys can find different mod archetypes and stuff like that that do work with it. But again, this is just my build. I have fun using this. It works for me in endgame content, but again, it might not work for you. But just try this out. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything that you guys think that can improve this build, let me know in the comment section below. Join our Discord server again if you guys need any type of help with builds, anything. We have lots of cool people in there that are active in VCs daily and are willing to help anyone regardless with anything. Does not matter. It doesn't even have to be Destiny related. But anyways, I'm done with the plugins, and anyways, have a great rest of your day, Guardians. Stay safe out there. Peace.